MS Talks, I Inspire Awards 2021.
Thank you so much, friends. And now it is time to call upon our next celebrity speaker. The name is Jeroninio Almeida, and he is a leadership coach, founder of Rex Conclave and Karamveer Awards. He is a management consultant, motivational, inspirational orator, and master storyteller. Jerry is the author of the best-selling Karma Kari, the Hero in Me book series, and Man Ki Baat, a book he co-authored with none other than PM Modi. So let's have Mr. Jeroninio on the stage. Woo! Celebrity speaker, friends.
Please sit down. So wherever in the world I speak, I start with Namaste because it's a very sacred word for me. My dear friend who's the master of ceremonies for today, what is your name, sir? Gaurav Jain. He tried pronouncing my name, well attempted, and he said Jeronino. It is not Jeronino, it is Jeroninio, but don't try to remember it because after my parents gave me the name, they couldn't remember how to pronounce it, and they shortened it to Jerry. So you can just call me Jerry. I don't like speaking from the stage, and I'll tell you why later, right? Okay? So I'm a professional speaker. I don't speak to just speak. I speak to make money, right? How many of you over here, and if the question is relevant to you and the response is yes, I want all of you to say we, all right? Are we good? We for victory, we for viva, right? Okay? So how many of you love public speaking? We. Wow, excellent. Almost everybody in the room. Not you? Okay, you said we? Okay, fine. How many of you are learning public speaking? Okay, very good. How many of you get invited to speak at forums? Do you get paid for it? Okay. How many of you are professional speakers? Okay, very good. And what is the reason people pay you? Go ahead. Tell me, sir. Yeah? To get what? Something like what? Okay. Let me reframe the question. What is the reason you want to become a public speaker? To share ideas and thoughts. Ideas based on? Sorry? Okay, your gifts and talent. You want to share your gifts and talent. Okay, but your gifts and talent may not be relevant to another person. Yes, sir? Yes, okay. Yes, thank you. Yes, sir. The gentleman behind. To ignite thoughts. Okay, very nice. Yes, sir? Sorry? Okay. I love this word which is used almost, everybody uses it. I love stories, I love storytelling. What does storytelling mean? Sorry? Reaching to hearts, okay? To connect with people. Okay. What if I told you public speaking is not about talking but about listening? Seriously. How do you listen to 1,000+ audience? By observing their reactions, okay? How many public speaking training programs teach you to listen rather than to talk? Honestly. Very rare. So whatever I'm going to say to you is going to be very counterintuitive today, right? I normally don't speak in public speaking forums, but I couldn't say no to Brother Sherry and Kara ma'am, who I met only once in my life. And it was a great meeting because I said, here are some people who want to teach public speaking in the right way, right? I am pretty averse to many people who teach public speaking because if you see most of them on the internet, and I won't name anybody, they will give you some story about how they were truck drivers' sons. How does it matter? And how from a truck driver's son, I have now got a BMW which has been hired. for the video shoot. How does it matter? How is the BMW and the truck driver's son relevant to public speaking? It's nonsense. It's bunkum. I follow a simple learning method, which is what my favorite teacher and guru said. He was also a Greek philosopher. And he said, I cannot teach anyone anything. I can only make you think. Any idea who said this? Greek philosopher. I cannot, look at the humility of this teacher. I cannot teach anyone anything. I can only make you think. In a world where everybody has started a Sadhguru ashram in their cubicle, where everybody will teach you that I will teach you what to do with your life. Who's this? Who's this Greek philosopher who said this? And it's very relevant to public speaking. I cannot teach anyone anything. I can only make you think. Greek philosopher. Greek. Listen to me carefully. The Greeks and the Romans were the best orators of the world. Right? And they said, when you're doing a public speaking discourse or a great oratory, focus on the rule of three. And focus on the ethos, pathos, and logos. Because if these three are missing, your oratory is useless. It's futile. Right? And we'll go deeper into this with the rule of three. Any idea who said it? No idea? Greek philosopher. It's called the Socratic learning method. Right? And it's one of the most essential skills of the future now. It's called learning to learn. Which means I learn by curiosity, I learn by creativity, I learn by love of learning, right? So a lot of what I'm going to say today is very thought-provoking. It's very provocative because I want to provoke you. Because if you want to be great speakers who get paid well, not just paid, paid well, you demand the price. You command the price. You don't get paid what the client offers you. It's not honorarium. I'm a professional. I charge this much. You can't pay? Call someone else. You pay peanuts, you get? I never said it. All right? So that's exactly what I'm going to tell you. Right? So I'm going to tell you three things, three secrets, which I have never opened up except when I'm teaching. So I'm not only a professional public speaker, I also do professional public speaking coaching. But I don't train one-to-many. I coach people one-to-one. CXOs, CEOs, entrepreneurs, politicians, because I charge a premium amount. And because what I teach is absolutely counterintuitive. And I say, please don't go by what all these guys teach you. Because almost every second profile on Facebook has TEDx speaker written next to it. I'm averse to speaking in TEDx. And every second profile on Facebook or Instagram has author written next to it. Have people bought your books? Or have you self-published it and distributed 50 books? Big question mark. Don't waste people's time even if they're coming free to listen to you. So the first thing, the first big lesson of public speaking, don't just focus on the competence and the personality of public speaking or presentation or storytelling. Don't focus on the competence and personality, which is what almost all, 98% of public speaking courses teach you. Right? Razzmatazz, all that jazz is all futile. Who gives a damn? It's not about style. It's about content. It's about intent. So focus on the character of public speaking. And what do I mean by character of public speaking? Character of public speaking is content. The God in me respects the God in you. The divine power in me salutes the divine power in you. And the unlimited potential in me recognizes the unlimited potential in you. Because if you want, you and I can move mountains. कहानी नहीं बोल रहा हूँ, फेबल नहीं बोल रहा हूँ, फेरी टेल नहीं बोल रहा हूँ. दशरथ मांझी से मिला हूँ, उनके साथ खाना खाया है. चारपाई पे बैठ के खाना खाया है. Dashrath Manji is the man who moved a mountain. That's the other thing. Don't tell stories because you want to tell a story which bores people. Or don't tell, क्या बोलते हैं उसे हिंदी में, मनगढ़ंत कहानियाँ या मनोहर कहानियाँ. Save them for some other kind of films or something. Right? There's a motivational speaker, and I wrote this article in Business World. There is a motivational speaker. How do you go back? Right? I said, please choose your gurus very carefully. Please choose your coaches and speakers very carefully. And this, mind you, is a word of caution and a caveat which I wrote for the business community, including HR leaders and learning heads. Because sometimes they call speakers who challenge you. एक कहानी बोल रहा है कि King Cobra was brought into a prison and shown to a prisoner that if this we are not going to hang you, we are not going to put you in the electric chair, this King Cobra will bite you and you will die. But then the King Cobra doesn't bite, a pin pricks the person and the person dies. Nonsense. This is complete bunkum. This is a professional motivational speaker who charges money and teaches all your MSMEs. It's nonsense. Please go deep into your stories. That's what I wrote at the end. Spend some time on the research. Tell them real stories which inspire. So what we do in our books is tell stories of real people. And we've researched. It's almost 18 years of research that it's taken to write the book. So that's your first big thing. Go deep into the content. Ethos. Does it evoke emotion? Logos. Does it apply to their logic? And pathos. Do they trust you? Do you have the credibility, the integrity, and the intent that they will trust you? And why will the audience trust you? The audience will trust you because you have the content, the subject matter expertise, and you can speak to them. The other thing about going deep into the subject matter is it reduces the glossophobia. You know what glossophobia is? Any idea? Fear of public speaking. Glossophobia. It's number one fear, even much higher than death. To quote a namesake whose name is Jerry Seinfeld says, if you are in a funeral and you have to deliver the eulogy, it's better that you're in the coffin, dead, because you don't want to deliver the eulogy, right? The second secret of public speaking is don't rule the stage. Don't rule the stage. Serve the audience from the floor. Don't be the sage on the stage. Be their guide by the side. But to do that, you need to have solid subject matter expertise again. Because if you don't have solid subject matter expertise, you can't make it interactive, you can't answer questions, you can't provoke thoughts. You will be like Rahul Gandhi in the interview with Arnab Goswami. It was a paid interview, mind you. I love Rahul Gandhi, right? But it was a paid interview. They paid crores of rupees for it. And there were two agencies involved. I know both the agency people, because IPAN, their head used to stay in my building. We've changed buildings now in the past 2 years. And Genesis, they manage my speaking portfolio. So I know both of them. I said, what did you do to the guy? They said, don't go there. We coached him for 2 months. I said, but you coached him for all the things wrong. You coached him for personality and competence, not for character. That's where it went wrong. If you've not seen the interview, watch it again. Very simple questions. Arnab was at his mildest best. At that time, I had seen Arnab only mild twice.
Jerry sir, your time is up.
Yes, one was with Raj Thackeray and one was with Rahul Gandhi. And the third, don't just talk. Listen to your audience. Listen to your audience, which means, are your audience engaged with you? If they're not engaged, if they're not energized, if they're not enthused, you lost the audience. And the basic attention span today is 3 seconds. Remember that. It's less than 3 seconds. So keep that in mind. Engage, re-engage, energize, enthuse. And with that, I'll conclude. Thank you so much.
And can I request you, Jerry sir, to please come on the stage for the felicitation ceremony? Yes, please. Hi. Thank you so much. What a lovely speech. What amazing insights. And can I request Author Sherry sir and Neil David sir to please come and do the honors.
MS Talks, I Inspire Awards 2021.